Well, hi everybody, James Wanless here with the Voyager Tarot report. And as you all know, this is the year of the Priestess because 2009 adds up to 11 and 1 plus 1 is 2, which is the archetype, the great wise priestess in the ancient tarot. So what I thought during yesterday's actual inauguration of President Obama, to pick a card on him to see how he fits into that priestess mold. And it was actually during the swearing in that I picked a card from the Voyager deck. Now remember, why do we go to the tarot to do anything? Well, first of all, it's a great way for developing your intuition. And for sure, intuition is the great skill that we need in this 21st century. And when we pick a card from the deck, we get out of our own projection. Like, I would like to think Obama is like this or like that. But who knows? But picking a card face down from the tarot gives us universal information about who this person is. And of course we have to trust the synchronicity, that everything that happens at every moment is perfectly coordinated and in sync. So here he was doing the swearing in, and I had the cards out and I picked a card, and wow, synchronicity rocks and rules. Why? Because I got a version of the Priestess card, actually. And I hope you can see this here, but this is a card called the Guardian. The Guardian, the woman of crystals. And she, in the Voyager Tarot deck, is a feature, a quality of the High Priestess, the wise woman. So let's take a look at this card and what this might mean about Obama. And let's do it intuitively, because that's how we read the cards. Now, when we read the cards, it's a left brain and a right brain process. So the left brain is using the process of reason and logic, like looking at the words. And all the Voyager cards have titles and words on them. So the first word on this Guardian card is the Guardian. How about that? So what would that mean about Obama? Using our left brain, that he is a person who is a protector, a keeper, a guardian, if you will, and a person that we can trust. And that is not exactly what we have seen in previous administrations, a trustworthy person. And going on with the left brain, the card, the Guardian, is called the Woman of Crystals. So let's look at the woman aspect of this. So, and of course this is a generalization about the so-called feminine, or the yin, feminine quality of the president here. And the woman would suggest that he is open, he is receptive, he is inclusive. And because it's not such a testosterone card, it is a female card after all, he would not be as aggressive, as competitive of like my way or the highway kind of thing. Obviously, much more communicative, open to communication, and much more into relationships, of nurturing relationships in an empathic kind of way. Again, generalizations, qualities of the feminine in all of us. And I think we like that. Now, it's the Woman of Crystals. Now, what about crystals? Now, that's interesting. And I would even say, again, if you look at this card, it's crystals and diamonds. And one thing we know about crystals and diamonds is they are not made overnight. They are made through eons and eons of pressure, of heat, of enduring, of sustaining. And so that's what we would think about President Obama, that here is a person who's ready to go into the heat. Talk about pressure of these times, a perfect quality, a diamond quality to get through this fire that we are in now. And we know diamonds also, and crystals, have incredible clarity. clarity to see the light and live in the light. And diamonds and crystals are also multifaceted. We see things from this point of view and that point of view and this point of view. Again, considering all points of view and not just so one-sided. And diamonds are crystals, diamond hard, diamond focused. I mean, you cannot violate a diamond, a real focus on great, great values. And one thing I noticed in his speech was, let's put down these ideologies of whatever, Democrat or Republican. I'll tell you, diamonds and crystals are not partisan. They are not Democrats. They are not Republicans. They do what works. So here is a quality in a person who wants to make things work and restore the diamond that this American culture has been, and to really shine brightly, to be an attractive light that people are magnetized to. And that's what we need to restore who we are as Americans and as a culture, to be crystalline and diamond-like. I think these are marvelous, marvelous qualities in President. And remember, we voted for him, so it takes one to know one. So it's good to recall that we are all crystals and diamonds, and hopefully opening up to that guardianship and stewardship of not only international politics and different cultures, but stewardship of the planet, of the ecology, of the environment, and of all people and of all races and all colors. When you look at a diamond, it reflects and all sorts of colors and lights, and that's what we want. And again, this is a person who is very, when you look at the card from a right brain point of view, going deep within. This is a person who's very considered, very reflective, very deep, and very patient. That's what I get out of the right brain of just looking at the card and getting a feeling from it. So that's how we want to be. We want to be patient with our president and with this administration, and in our own way and our own lives be the guardian, the woman of crystals of the great, great values that we cherish and wish to live out. So there you go, folks. I think this is a fascinating synchronicity to see that the president is actually in the priestess way. So we shall see. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Voyager Tarot Report.